Coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Bisons of Rio de Janeiro. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Here's the second-year back, Pierre Strong. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And score that one for one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey, getting the tackle for loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bisons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 11. Here we go.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. On first and 10, it's Mostert. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
21G.
Tua going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Wilson with a first down carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jeff Wilson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And touchdown! Pierre Strong, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run again with Wilson. And he'll take this down to the 33. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. From the 33, here's a second down and 6. Second down, Gaskin. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Here we go. 21.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Another carry for Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. He'll run straight ahead with Wilson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Two are going to try and go quickly here. But now an audible here into something else. Gaskin again on 2nd down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Now Tua. Open man is chosen. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. Started right and start working away from it, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with, 35 seconds until the break. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we see you at our EA Studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Jones. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bisons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. H.A. on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Looking to throw. Jones finds Strong on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Jones from the gun on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The 2 is going to change things up. On first down, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to pass. Tua. And Wilson with it, complete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
21, 21. 11.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And all the way in for the touchdown. Pierre Strong. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bisons will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bisons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pop a lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Hand off to A-Chain to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A-Chain now up the middle. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 72 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Again, it's A-Chain. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now on second down.
Hey, 21, see it. Hey.
Tua. Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he powers his way up past the 30. And this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. He may go. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Throwing Tua on the move to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for the home team here, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets.